Hey everyone, thanks so much for joining me. My name is Helen. This is the Shrimpy McGee channel. And guess what everyone? It's almost the end of the year. It is the end of 2019 and we're going to be going into 2020, which is amazing. I can hardly believe that number. And so I thought as a special treat for all of you and as a special treat to myself as well, I would make a video, and this is going to be a video in two parts. So this is part one of the 20 cutest moments between Shawn Mendes and Camila Cabello. Of course, this is not verified by anybody. This is just my opinion. And so I hope you stick around for all of them. And like I said, I'm gonna do, I think 10 now, and then in an effort not to make this video like a million minutes long, I'm gonna do a part two. So you're gonna want to subscribe if you haven't done that already, and hit that notification bell so that you don't miss it when part two comes up. And either now in the comments or then, you know, in the future when that part two releases, I'd love to hear from you what moments I missed, because everyone's got their different opinions, right? Like not all of us are gonna agree on like what was their cutest moments together, but I've definitely got my list, got it right here on my phone, and so I'm gonna go through it, and I'm just curious to see if you guys agree or not. I think that they've already have some iconic moments. They've only been together since July, and it feels like they've been in a way together forever. They've given us so much. Starting off with number one, the Señorita video. So for those of us here, I think we're supposed to be called Shawmilizers or Shawmilizers. How do we say that? For all of us who ship them, this is the video that kicked it off. So this is my number one, and I'm kind of doing this in a chronological order, sort of loosely, so don't come at me if I don't get them completely in the order they happen. I'm just kind of, you know, I just took some time to like go through what I thought without sort of necessarily looking. I just wanted to pull up the memories in my head that I had myself. Does that make any sense? Of the moments I thought were the cutest without sort of looking at any kind of like strict timeline. So these are going to be kind of out of order a little bit, but this one isn't. This is the one that kicked it off. I mean, for those of you who've been following Shawn and Camila for a long time, you know that they always had kind of a, they felt like they had kind of a thing. Whether they did or didn't, we didn't know, but we did. I did when I saw the Señorita video. I remember lying in my bed one evening, and no, I guess it was night. I was lying in my bed. I don't typically lie in my bed in the evening. And I remember thinking, oh, okay, I love Shawn Mendes' music, and Camila Cabello, I love her Havana song, and I just saw this like thumbnail pop up. I guess it was trending on YouTube, and I'm like, I'm gonna watch it. Let me tell you people, I watched this video and it was so hot. It scorched my eyes. I almost could not sleep. I watched it and I thought, are these two together? So like I did a quick search and I'm like, no, apparently she has a boyfriend. What's going on here? Like there's no way. There's no way they're not into each other. There's no way he's not into her, because the way he's looking at her in this video, I think we can all agree, like, wow. The whole video is like, wow, a huge cutest moment for them, 100%. I still think about this video sometimes, you know, like I will still watch it. Like if it somehow pops up, I will watch this video. It is like the romance that we all needed. Okay, so let's move on to cute moment number two. The next thing that I can remember really well is the cactus video. I mean photo. Do you guys remember this? This is a paparazzi photo, a bit blurry, and it was very, very early on in their relationship, where if you recall, like they were walking up to a door together and and they were probably kissing, but we couldn't see because there was a cactus in the way, and everyone was like, damn that cactus, I hate that cactus. Because we couldn't see whether they were kissing or not. It looked like they could be giving a peck, but there was just no way to see because the cactus was in the way. But it was just such a cute, like iconic moment. Like if you say cactus photo to anybody who has followed them, everybody will know what you're talking about. So very quickly following that, I believe the same night, was the backpack photo. So this gave us a bit more of a hint, because you got to remember, looking back, we weren't 100% sure if they were together. Like even this cactus stuff, we thought they're kissing, but we don't. Are they just pecking each other on the cheek? Are they pecking on the lips? It wasn't a full-on public display of affection, and you know, we were getting blocked. And then right after that, I think the same evening, was the backpack photo. Do you guys remember the iconic backpack photo where I believe he's wearing her backpack, or is it her purse? Pretty sure it was her backpack. I'm not looking at a photo, I'm just remembering this from memory. And they're like skipping along and I think holding hands at the same time. And we kind of had a hint, but you know, they weren't open about it yet. And I'm not sure that we knew at that point. As I recall, we didn't, but we just thought it was like a really cute moment where just a guy or a guy friend or whatever is like carrying your bag It's always kind of cute to see a guy toting someone's bag, you know, whether it be friends, even a husband of like an elderly couple. I always find that really cute. So yeah, for me, that was definite number, what am I at? Was that number 2? Have I gotten a number? Yeah, no, number 3 moment. Oh my God, I'm forgetting already. So that was the cactus photo was my number 3. My number 2, sorry, carrying her backpack was number 3. The white party. Oh my God, do you guys remember this? This was when we also spotted them in Los Angeles together at this white party, I think for the 4th of July. This is all, I'm doing this all by memory, people, so bear with me if I'm getting a few details incorrect. But they're at this beautiful, like Malibu looking mansion, a beautiful swimming pool view. I mean, that iconic California mansion view, right? And the two of them are dressed in white, and then there's some other photos as well, but I think we remember seeing them sitting and kind of snuggling up to each other, like definitely next to each other, and we felt like something was going on. And yeah, it turns out pretty much that something was going on, and this was sort of the beginning of it, right? So I thought this moment was really cute, and the cool thing about this was the way that this got spread around. I think it was on Instagram originally, was by someone who I think was in Camila's, and I'm probably wrong, and I know I'm gonna hear it from you guys in the comments, but it was kind of a sanctioned photo because it wasn't a paparazzi photo. It was someone from her work group or her management that put the photo up on Instagram, and yeah, it was just a sign of what was to come, and a lot of really good stuff came after that, right? I'm gonna move on now to my other favorite cute moment between them, which is the kissing in a Miami pool together. Do you guys remember when they showed up in Miami? Camila looking super sexy in her white bathing suit, and they're like dripping wet, and they had their arms around each other, and this was the time, if you guys recall, that everybody was saying it was fake. Everybody, not us who really shipped them, but people that were, you know, the salty fangirls out there and guys out there, just people that didn't want to believe what we're saying. This is fake, this is completely put on. Who goes out and does this? Who hangs out in a pool where you can be shot by the paparazzi? And it's totally put out, like it's a total PR relationship, right? A public relations stunt. That's what everybody was saying at the time. I always thought it was true, just for the record. You can go back and watch my older videos, and you will know that I've always believed, ever since the Señorita video, that this was a true romance. And but this is sort of where we're starting to see some people sort of shade them, and a lot of haters sort of started coming out of the woodwork. And I know I mentioned that sometimes, so I'm not going to dwell on it. But yeah, we saw for ourselves that that was not the case in future videos and future pictures, which I will talk about. I will continue to talk about now. Let's move on. My next favorite cute moment between them was the diner walk of shame. It wasn't really a walk of shame, but they were like at a diner together at like, what was it, in the middle of the night, like 5 o'clock in the morning or something like that. And Shawn's hair is so messy and Camila's got no makeup on, and boy, do they have some smug smiles on their face, because we know what they were up to that night, right? But I just thought that the two of them at this diner together was so cute. And again, people were shouting like PR relationship, like whatever. Look at them. Nobody walks out of the house with their hair that messy if they're not up to something. You know what I'm saying? So I thought that this was like a super cute and free moment for them. And I guess that they sort of decided that they weren't gonna hide, right? To a certain degree, they were gonna kind of let things be more open, and I think we're all here for that. I mean, obviously you're here for that, or else you wouldn't be watching this video. Am I right? My next favorite moment between them, and I know this will be contentious, some people think it's the worst moment between them, but it is that iconic fish kiss Instagram story that they put up that grossed a lot of people out. And where I saw this blow up, I remember now, was on Twitter. My husband in the morning, you know, I didn't even have my coffee yet. He's like, did you hear about the fish kiss video? And I'm like, I have no idea what you're talking about. He's like, have a look on Twitter. Shawn Mendes and Camila Cabello put out this Instagram story of them kissing like fishes. And I quickly went on Twitter, and then I quickly found the video. And then that same morning, okay, I am nothing if not dedicated. That's why you should reward me by subscribing. I rewarded everybody, and I rewarded myself by quickly jumping on here on YouTube and releasing a video about it on the same day that I heard about it. I dropped everything, you know, work and everything got put aside so that I could make this fish kiss video, and you're welcome to go and watch that if you like. But I just thought it was kind of a cute moment between them. They were really showing everybody that they don't care, that they were aware of the nasty things being said about them, and so what? They're just gonna take it to the next level and have some fun with it. And you know what? Good for them. I loved it. Thought it was super cute. And I appreciate them. My next cute moment between them was at the MTV Awards, and I think I made a video about this too. I've made so many videos, people. I've actually lost track of all the videos I've made. I make one, sometimes two, pretty much every week. It's been a little bit quieter because Shawn's finishing up his tour, but I'm pretty consistent. I make them all the time. That is another reason why you should subscribe. Okay, I'll stop plugging the subscriptions, I promise. Okay, so the MTV Awards, you know, I think Vogue followed Camila around about it as well. If you recall, this is the first time that we saw them perform Señorita together. We didn't know what to expect. We didn't know if they were gonna like do a fish kiss at the end of it, which they didn't, of course. In fact, they just sort of rubbed noses against each other. Very cute. They did a very slowed down, relaxed version, a stripped down version of Señorita, but still very sexy. Camila was wearing that beautiful lacy outfit that she also wore, part of it in the Señorita video. It is like a see-through white mesh dress. Gorgeous. He looked good. She looked good. They were, you know, he had his arm around her when they were sitting in the seats together. It was just a really iconic night for them. So nice. I just feel like, can all the haters now be quiet? Because look at them. They're obviously, clearly, completely together and completely in love with each other. So, yeah. So my last moment for this video, and like I said, I'm gonna be making a part 2, so stay tuned for that. My last moment that I wanted to talk about was then when they, in September, and I'm doing this all from memory pretty much. I mean, I have some notes on my phone, but I'm trying to just do this so that it'll feel more impromptu and less, it's not scripted at all. I'm doing this from memory. The next moment that I really loved between them was when they showed up in Toronto in September for Shawn's concert here. They were just like shot around the streets of Toronto together, and they were just looking so cute. Like, Camila has so much energy, and you know, they're just this young, beautiful couple. It was just nice to see them around the streets of Toronto, which means a lot to me because not only do I adore them as a couple, I'm from Shawn's hometown. And yeah, he shouts out Toronto a lot in his music, and he's a very proud Canadian, which I love about him. And it was just so cool to see him in like streets that I walk by. Like, after I make this video, I'm gonna be walking downtown on some of the streets that you saw him and Camila walking around on. So that's kind of fun as a fan, as a shipper, to be able to do that. So with that, that's my 10th pick. Hopefully I counted these correctly. That's my 10th pick, so you'll have to stay tuned for part 2 of this video where I get into the next 10, which will be more recent moments between them. So yeah, if you want to see that, you will just have to hit that notification bell so you don't miss it. I'll be putting that one out pretty soon. This is part 1. I hope you liked it. What would you like to see in part 2? Or hang on to part 2 and leave me a comment and tell me what I missed at the end of that one. But as always, even if you want to talk about something completely unrelated still about them though, feel free to drop me a line in the comments. I'm always like forgetful. I'm always learning. I love to hear from you guys. I respond to all the comments that I get. And so with that, I'm going to end it here. Bye for now, but I'm going to see you soon with part 2. Okay, bye guys.